Of course, coming to you live from Kisumu. This morning, there has been an important engagement here regarding this natural resource that is Lake Victoria and how it can be exploited to the maximum for the benefit of the locals here. And there have been so many stakeholders here bringing together the vice chancellors for various universities from around here, and also we've had the PS for Interior and also the representatives from the Kenya Maritime Authority. And without going so much into it, with me here, the representatives from various departments here, and I will just bring you on set, sir, to introduce yourself and tell us what exactly is your contribution to this meeting and how are we going forward in terms of harnessing this natural resource for the benefit of the locals. If you can just move here, sir, and introduce yourself. This is KBC Channel 1 and it's our bizcheck show. Can you just talk to us in terms of introduction and what is your contribution towards the meeting here?
My name is Rodri Kundu, Director Fisheries and Aquaculture from the State Department for Blue Economy and Fisheries. I'm representing the Principal Secretary. The State Department, which is the coordinator of the blue space in the country, we are coming up with the tools, instruments that will guide the harnessing of blue economy resources in the country. Right now we have a national blue economy strategy, which is at advanced stage, that we are going to validate in the next 1 week, that is going to bring synergy so that we have all the key stakeholders. We are working on the same page, talk the same language, for purposes of sharing information with the wider public so that we have ownership in the process of tapping the potential in the blue economy. After that, next, now we are also going to have a blue economy policy, which we are doing in collaboration with the other key stakeholders, just the same way that we have done with the strategy. Yes.
So this is a multi-stakeholder approach towards harnessing this natural resource. And if you just can you summarize for us what is the summary actually of that action plan? It's a multi-agency action plan. What is the summary of it?
The key thing is about working together and synergize our activities. We know one of the challenges that we have is that we are at different levels of understanding in terms of the blue economy. So if we come to the same level so that we work as a team, it makes it easier now to approach the grassroots communities. You see, right now we are now having the bottom-up approach. For us to have ownership on the ground, the people have to be given the same message, whether you are from the Kenya Maritime or Fisheries, so that it creates an understanding for the people to know what is expected of them and how we are now going to develop the sector. And also we want also to ensure that we harmonize our activities, and also we ensure that the budgets are also covered in our planning, so that we don't have challenges of having gaps, and also engaging the development partners, which is very key for our success.
Thank you so much. Talking about concerted efforts towards harnessing that natural resource, Kenya Maritime Authority is also key. Introduce yourself and tell us what exactly the role of KMA in this kind of concerted efforts.
Okay, my name is Hamisi Mwaguya, and Chairman, Board of Directors, Kenya Maritime Authority. And I'm here today to witness the progress that has been made in the Lake Basin region in terms of programs under the blue economy. As Kenya Maritime Authority, you know, it's the role of Kenya Maritime Authority as a regulator. We regulate maritime affairs. We also coordinate and also oversight to ensure that there is sustainability, there is synergy in terms of developing the sector, and as well as we meet international standards. In terms of the lake region, lately inland waters have become very important. Previously, the focus was more on the oceans, but the lake region also now plays a key role in terms of creation of employment and creation of new wealth for wananchi. And today's forum is bringing together several agencies and development partners to just take stock of where we are and where we need to go. And in terms of progression, and timelines in terms of how do we harness the opportunities in the lake region. And so far so good. We've been able to have a very productive meeting in the morning. We'll be briefed on the progress by other development partners, and as Kenya Maritime Authority, we are here to enable the sector. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Betty, there are some of the stakeholders in this important engagement talking to us about the best ways actually to explore the exploitation of this natural resource for the benefit of the locals here. You've heard from them. They're telling us that this engagement has been for the purposes of taking stock and also charting the best way forward in terms of exploiting the blue economy for the purposes of actually of growing the economy around here and improving the livelihoods of the locals. While this is a conversation that is going on, and we will update our viewers on the contents and other resolutions from this meeting. But for now, let me just hand it back to you in studio, Betty.